Morning guys, it's Thursday the 29th of August, time's exactly 3:48 in the morning. I had 4 people with me last night doing an EchoVox session. I had Stephen, I had Guy, I had Daryl, and I also had Paul with me. And something really strange happened. Give me 2 seconds, I take this top off. As you guys know, I use EchoVox quite a lot, and the session we done last night was, I wouldn't say weird, it was different, I'll give you that. It was totally different, and we're about 20 minutes into doing EchoVox session, speaking away to the spirits. Stephen had made contact with one of his friends that he lost in Iraq, which was quite good. He also spoke fluent German. Steve informed me, he says I'm here, speaking in German, so gets into it. Must have been about what? Back 1 in the morning. Now, up the Low Hill, the reason why I seem to keep on going back towards the Low Hill, it's the highest point in Dundee. There's nothing electrically except for the transmitters, but they're not going to really affect it. I find that going up there it's a lot clearer for them to connect and speak to it. Anyway, so we're up there with 20 minutes into the session, and this car appears. Now, if any of you know about the Low Hill, it's the tower in the centre. You can go around it with your car. This car comes up the Low Hill, goes the wrong way. Now, everybody when they come up the Low Hill goes a certain way. This car comes a different way from what most people do, and it went past. And obviously, when a car comes up, you're in the middle of nowhere. There's no lights, total pitch dark. Sorry, and you're looking at the car, and one of the spirits has said police. I was like, what? No, next thing I know, the car spins around, comes back again, parks in front of ours, and the spirit shouts again, police. And I'm like, look, thanks very much for that. Turn down the volume straight away, you know what I mean? How do you explain to a police officer that you're a trainee paranormal investigator? You probably lock me up straight away. So we at this point, just to make it briefly, keep you up to scratch, we just finished work. All 5 of us were working. We worked late that night, so we decided we're going to do the EchoVox session straight after work, and we did. So the police get out of the car. Obviously they want to know who we are. We explain to them who we are, you know what I mean? I think us all dressed in our security uniforms kind of gave it away. Me wearing the body cam as well with CCTV written on the front of it, so spoke to the police. They were like that, no problem, happy enough. We didn't lie to them, you know what I mean? We did finish work. It's just that we couldn't exactly say a police officer, by the way, you're in the middle of a session. We were speaking to a lot of spirits. And so the police get back in their car and drive away, back down the hill again. And in all my time of using EchoVox, I've never experienced something like this. Now, you know, I used the Bluetooth speaker. I had my phone on as well, just to make you aware. I had it on charge. There's about 15% of battery left in it. And I can use EchoVox all the way down to 0%, and then plug the charger in. It'll boost the power back up. I got a funny kind of feeling. It was a blankness kind of feeling. It was just total silence. Everything went quiet on EchoVox, and I was like, it's a bit strange, you know. Normally you always get, if they're not speaking, you always get the bits of chopped up audio coming through. And everything went silent. And I was thinking to myself, you know what, it didn't feel right, you know. The next thing that happened was I lost power to the speaker and the telephone at the same time. The power just went. I've never experienced that before. I was quite puzzled by it. You know, I could see the point if one device had lost power and the other device had lost power about 5 or 10 minutes after it, but the two devices at the same time had lost all power. So I thought to myself, right, okay, we've lost power. The phone's still plugged in on charge. So fires the phone back up again. It's showing about, what, 5% of power in it or something like that, which I found very strange how it cut off even though it was on charge. And I thought I'd go back into the recording to see if it, you know, when you use EchoVox, right, when you're listening to a lifetime EVP, some of the words that are coming through, you can't pick them up right with your own ears until you listen back to the recording. So I decided to go back in EchoVox, go into the folder. The folder had vanished. Now, I've sometimes used my phone and I've lost complete power to my phone because obviously when you use EchoVox it uses a lot of power. You know, your battery goes quite quick. I've never seen this happen before. The recordings that go straight to the hard drive of the telephone were gone. Totally vanished. Now, it was totally puzzled. It was like, I've never experienced that before. You know, I've seen my phone sometimes totally run out of power, going back in, the recording's there, until the point when it runs out of power. That's internally stuck on there. But this recording had just totally vanished. It was as if the recording never happened, to be truthfully honest. And really strange. That was a really strange one. But I suppose it's the kind of things that happen. Me personally myself, I feel that someone wasn't right. Someone drained the power for some reason. Well, the speaker was fully charged. Phone was on charge, 15% of battery in it, and nothing. Both. Totally dead. Both of them shut down at exactly the same time. That was crazy. You know, it was something I can't explain. But totally strange. Two devices lost in power at the same time. Maybe somebody can answer that for me, I don't know. So I messaged Danny, let Danny know about it. And I don't know if anybody else has experienced something like that. You know, loss in power to both devices that you're using to communicate. But obviously there was something on the recording I wasn't meant to hear, I don't know. I'm only presuming. So after that, I fired EchoVox back up. I had to use a speaker on the telephone. And obviously I closed down the session at that point. You know, not much point in continuing using the speaker on the telephone because communication, it's not the same. Not the same from using the big speaker. But totally strange. Why it done it, I don't know. I have no idea. No idea at all. Going off that subject, totally strange, but noticing a lot of people were sending me mail and messages asking how to set up their EchoVox. I've actually got a video on to show you how to set it up. A lot of people are saying that they can't get the settings right, it's not working properly. The thing that I've experienced, I've had to spin it around me all my days. Maybe I'm just a lucky one to get all these EVPs coming through, people constantly shouting on me and stuff like that. There's a lot of people are saying that they're not getting the settings right, they're not getting anything. Give it time. Don't just switch it on. Not like myself, I switched it on and I started getting people shouting at me straight away. Everything's different for everybody else. The EVPs that I'm getting are totally out of this world. Totally and utterly out of this world. You know, I've got two people that are constantly with me all the time. I have my granddad and I have a cat. And the theory was proven right, that when you go you can come back, and she has done that, and she's now come back to help the other spirits to communicate, stuff like that. But still, I'm still learning. I've been doing it now for a while, so for my first videos, it's you always look back on it and think to yourself, man, have I come this far already? Jeez. So I think I'm getting good results, and I'm bringing other people into it as well, because people don't believe me, or they don't want to know the truth. That's fine. That's fine by me, but I know that I'm hearing what I'm hearing, I'm speaking, and they can hear me loud and clear. But no, it's good. But just thought I'd get this wee video out to you, and it's only a short one, but still puzzled by the loss of power on both devices. That's a new one. But the total silence as well, it was like you were stuck in between two worlds, as you would say. It was just weird. It was just totally weird. So just thought I'd get this video out to you, and have a good one, you know. I've never experienced that before, and it's obviously a first, so just too many more different things happening, and hopefully try and get more video, getting out in the field and doing everything. So it's just so hard we've been working all the time, and you know, I'm extremely tired tonight, and I still have 4 hours to go before I can get home to my bed. So still puzzled where the recording went. I do not know. That recording vanished into oblivion. But be patient with Echovox, and don't expect it all to happen at once. As I say, I was one of the lucky ones. It's just everything's happened at once, and it's just thrown at me. And now I've accepted it, I can take it on board. And you will get them swearing at you. I've told them, look, take a step back, I don't want to talk to you, I want to speak to a certain individual person. I've been sworn at that many times. I've been asked, why? Why do you want to talk to the other person? Why don't you want to talk to me? So many of them try and shout at you at the same time. It comes through all gobbledygook. I've actually got one, if anybody maybe understands this, I keep on getting a voice shouting Urga. I don't know what Urga means. I don't know if they're shouting in a foreign language or not, but it's Urga. I don't know what Urga means. But the Loch Hall seems to be the place that I can make all my communication as clear as possible. Also here in the hotel as well. I got a lot of good EVPs in the hotel. But give it a go. I'm learning things every day that I use it. You go through the recordings. You just don't go through the recording the first time. I've seen me going through it, and rewinding back to hear what that specific word was said and stuff like that. It takes a lot of time, but if you're serious about it, then go for it. You know, it's a good experience. So I just thought I'd throw this video out to you. I'm going to finish off doing the rest of the bar. Currently on a coffee break, so I'm extremely tired tonight. You can probably tell by my eyes I'm absolutely shattered tonight. But very strange one. So I don't know if anybody else has experienced that. If you do, leave a comment below. But EVPs are crystal clear. Since the update, I have no idea what that was. Since the update, I'm noticing a lot of different voices shouting through, a lot of different tone of voices shouting through as well. And I have, just before I go and leave, I have noticed that if a spirit gets too close to the telephone, right, the microphone picks up the audio from the speaker and creates feedback. Obviously there is something there, because in order to create feedback you need something to reflect off of it. Same if you use a microphone and you cuff your hand in a certain direction. It's, if you're into audio and stuff like that, you would understand what I'm talking about, but I've learned that some of them do get too close to the microphone and they create feedback. So if you do notice a difference in your volume settings when you're in between doing an Echovox session, then you know the reason why. One of them's getting too close and reflecting it. Just sort of throw this out, and there's nothing else I can really say, you know what I mean? You have to go out and try it to experience it for yourself, and go with kindness with them. There's a lot of them don't want to be kind to you. They want to call you all the swear words under the sun. When they say that, I just ignore them. I'm not adding any fuel to the fire. They want to call me a cunt, which I've been called loads of times, then by all means, you know, it's just a word at the end of the day. But stranger things have happened. So I just thought I'd throw this video out to you, and where the recording has gone, I do not know. But fingers crossed that it doesn't happen again, because it was a good recording. It was really good, especially with the police part. You know, it was clear as day, police, and they were in an unmarked police car. I mean, there was no writings on the side to say they were police. You know, the spirits picked up on it straight away as police. And then when they went around the second time, there was a second voice saying police. So volume's down. You know, how do you explain that to a copper? You know what I mean? But it's good for the warning, and I appreciate that they gave me the warning. You know, imagine running that and then the police come up to the side of your window and they're like, what's that? You know, oh, by the way, I'm speaking to spirits, you know. Yeah, okay, you're in handcuffs, there's something no right going on here. So, if the policemen are watching, hi. That's what we were doing up there. So, I'll leave it with you guys, and I'll speak to you later. Bye for now.